Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sports News Stream. I'm your host, Vernon F. Miller. And today we're going to be tapping into everything that's heating up in the sports world. We'll be talking about a little bit of NBA playoffs, the NFL draft reactions, some Shakur Stevenson moves, some Shedeur Sanders buzz. We'll talk a little NFL too. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's go. Before we get started, I just want to make sure that I show some love and we give some love out to all of the loyal subscribers that have been tuning into our channel, helping us get to the level we're trying to reach, trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So we definitely appreciate all the love and support. We're just about there. We're halfway there. So for all you new individuals coming in, hey man, if you can hit that subscribe button, we definitely appreciate all the love and support on that. So without any further ado, let's tap right on into the NBA. We're going to start off with my opinion, the game of the night. It's the Clippers versus the Nuggets. And man, what a game. That thing went down to the wire, 99-99 with about, 2 seconds left. And the Joker, he goes ahead to shoot a three-pointer. Was a little off. If you ask him, it was probably a pass because that's what it looked like. And Aaron Gordon got past James Harden, who decided not to box out, and he was able to go ahead and put in the winning dunk. And went down to the review. The judges looked at the referees looked at the review, and it was good. So that made it 101-99 the Nuggets' way, and now that series is tied at 2-2. Definitely a situation where the Clippers blew an opportunity to take the 3-1 lead heading back into LA. So it's going to be a real interesting game 5. The key players finished with the Joker. He finished with 36, 21, and 8. Aaron Gordon, 14, 6, and 5. Kawhi Leonard, he led the Clippers with 24 points, and Norman Powell had 22. Very interesting. Nuggets definitely a force to be reckoned with right now, and this thing looks like it may go. I'm thinking it's going to go 7 because these teams look evenly matched, and you got a lot of individuals like Kawhi Leonard, and it's looking like a big 3 now over there a little bit. Kawhi Leonard, he's looking like he's back in rare form. Harden is definitely playing like old Harden, getting to the basket, first step, blowing by guys. And Norman Powell, he's been definitely stepping his game up, especially behind the three-point arc. So it's going to be real interesting to see if the Nuggets can hold off the storm that the Clippers are bringing. And let's not forget about the other game that happened last night, the Golden State Warriors versus the Houston Rockets. And let me say this here, man. I keep telling everybody, man, do not sleep on the Golden State Warriors. They've been here before. They know how to do this. They know how to go ahead and eke out the win. And with Jimmy Butler on the bench, they still were able to go ahead and figure out how to go ahead and get the win. Steph Curry, 36, 9, and 7, had a magnificent game. He was money from all over the floor, dropping the threes on Green. Green had no answer for him, and if he wanted to press him on the 3-point line, Curry would just blow by him and just do whatever he wanted to do. It was either like kick out to Draymond, or he could just go ahead and finish it strong off the glass. Houston tried to bully him, tried to rough him up, tried to go ahead and play that rough housing ball, Thompson trying to rough up Green. But Golden State don't blink. I keep telling people, and I kept telling everybody, Golden State may be the team that, slides out of the West and faces whoever they're going to face in the East, because they're the most experienced team in the NBA playoffs right now. And when you add an addition of Jimmy Butler, who's a killer when he's on that floor, healthy, it's going to be a hard task ahead for the Houston Rockets right now. I believe they got Game 4 in Houston, and it really doesn't matter because Golden State, like I said, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're getting Gary Payton Jr. or Gary Payton II. He's coming in. He had an excellent game. So when you got guys like Gary Payton II, he had 16 points. Post. He had a high of 12 rebounds. So when you got guys like that, that's helping out, kicking in, man, it's going to be kind of hard to go ahead and beat an experienced team like that. Kerr, he's a seasoned coach. He's a veteran coach. He has multiple rings, and they know what to do in situations like this. This is Houston's really first time on this type of stage, and it's going to be kind of challenging for Houston to really try to go ahead and this is a must-win game for them. Game 4 coming up is a must-win game. If they don't go ahead and win this next game, coming up, Game 4, heading back, Game 5, heading back to Golden State, it's over with. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what y'all think. Is Golden State pretty much got these guys cooked, or can Houston make a comeback? Let's talk some NFL. The NFL draft is basically, for the most part, over with. And, man, what a draft, okay? Obviously, the big name in the draft, we already knew where Cam Ward was going. There was no brainer on that. But Shakur Sanders and that whole drama-filled situation, it was crazy. Definitely felt he was a first-rounder. If he was going to slide to the second, very, very early second round. Very early second round. But I don't think he should have escaped the first round. I thought, at the very least, I thought Pittsburgh or New Orleans was going to grab him. I don't know what Pittsburgh's doing. This is definitely going to be a hot seat year for Mike Tomlinson and the general manager in Pittsburgh. If this Aaron Rodgers experiment doesn't work out, and I don't think it will. Believe Pickens, the wide receiver, there's already trade talks going on with him. So that whole situation is going to be a very, very drama-filled situation over in Pittsburgh. In my opinion, I think Sanders might have dodged a bullet with that. But nonetheless, he's in Cleveland right now. He's going to be battling for a job. It's going to be an open competition. You got Flacco, you got Pickens, and, they just drafted a quarterback as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. I do predict that he will probably be the starting quarterback mid-season, late mid-season. And shout out to the Sanders family. I mean, his brother Silo, he got drafted to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, it worked out for all of them. And it's going to be real interesting to see how this all plays out for him. But my surprise was Jahad Campbell sliding to the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know how the Philadelphia Eagles keep pulling it off. Howie Roseman is the zen of this thing when it comes to this draft game right here. It was rumors going around that it was a lot of other general managers trying to come together to, block him from trying to get certain players or trying to make certain deals. Well, they should have blocked this one right here. They got a skilled high linebacker that they drafted at the 31st pick. And he's going to fit right in with Bond and Kobe Dean and that whole Vic Fangio system that they got going on over there. This was a hell of a pick. This kid's about 6'3", 234. He's running a light 4.5. He can drop down in coverage. He can play the line. He can play the edge. He can play linebacker. He can do it all. So he's fierce on the run. He's excellent in coverage. He's a great tackler. Got a little bit of a shoulder issue right now. He had some type of shoulder surgery. So, he I don't know if he'll actually start the season, but He definitely should be playing next year, and it's going to be real interesting to see how he meshes with that whole team. The Eagles made some serious draft picks, and when it comes to my winners and losers on that, my winners are the Philadelphia Eagles, the Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, the Cleveland Browns, and the Dallas Cowboys. My losers are the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, especially with the Detroit Lions. You know, they were supposed to be the heir apparent in the NFC. So the NFL is definitely going to be something to look at this coming season, and I can't wait. Moving on to boxing. We got Shakur Stevenson versus William Cepeda, July 12th, 2025. Highly anticipated fight. Supposed to be slated as Shakur Stevenson's toughest fight to date. This young man that he's fighting is 33-0 with 27 knockouts. He's definitely got some knockout power. And he definitely is going to be what some people consider a tough match. I don't think so. I think Shakur Stevenson is going to pretty much come out victorious. I don't see him knocking this guy out at all, but he definitely should give him a 12-round boxing lesson. That's because we all know Shakur Stevenson's hard to hit, great counter puncher, ring generalship, knows how to catch and parry, slip and dip, catch and shoot. Just the ultimate boxing commander in the ring. So I really don't see anything less than it. We're all looking for Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis if everything pans out. If Shakur Stevenson can get past this opponent July 12th, and I don't know what's going on with Davis and Roach, but if they do fight again and Davis can get past Roach, this is what we all want to see. Maybe early next year, 2026, we want to see Stevenson versus Davis. Shakur versus Tank. That's what we want to see. And if Shakur can go ahead and have a great performance against this young man July 12th, and Davis either defeats Roach or he waits and he doesn't fight Roach and he just waits for the winner of this fight, that's what we want to see. So let me know a comment in the comment section below. Do you think Shakur Stevenson's going to have some type of problem with this guy, or is he going to be able to? Is this going to be easy money? It's the first fight with the new promotion company, Lou DiBella. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But hey, I don't really see Shakur Stevenson having any problems with this guy at all. I think he's going to be easy work, easy money, and moving on, waiting on Tank Davis. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I could be wrong. And last but not least, let's talk about the young king, Shakur Sanders. In the whole NFL draft, I call it controversy when you really think about it. Him not being selected in the first round is utterly mind-boggling to me. Top 3 quarterback in the draft, maybe top 2, maybe the best. I mean, if you ask some pundits. Nonetheless, 5th round is just utterly disrespectful. And I may say damn near, should we say collusion in a sense. It feels like Colin Kaepernick-ish, if I may say, for this young man to be sliding all the way down to the 5th round. The 5th round. It's utterly, I think the NFL owners were trying to send a message, somewhat of it was almost like, let's embarrass him a bit, he's got his family there and things of that nature and blah, blah, blah. And let's let him know that he's not bigger than the machine. His dad isn't bigger than the machine, because I remember an interview that Prime he did on, I believe it was to Tamron Hall show. where he basically was stating where where he was going to let his son go and not go. And I think that might have ruffled some feathers within the NFL and the NFL owners and things of that nature. So, it's a lot. And then, rumor has it that his son's confidence wasn't something that was looked upon in a positive light, which makes no sense. If you believe you can do it and you can do it and you've done it, then why shouldn't you walk? This is something you should want in a quarterback. You don't want your quarterback to have doubts and talking about doubts and things of that nature. So, nonetheless, it's always a control thing when it comes to that. So, I think he's going to use this as motivation. I think this is going to be somewhat of a chip on his shoulder. And if the Cleveland Browns can surround him with the right components that's needed to be successful, which they haven't really done in a very long time. There's a reason why Deshaun Watson has torn so many Achilles and everything of that nature, had these injuries, because he's basically got no offensive line. Every time this guy's dropping back, it's just like he's running for his life. You don't go from the Texans to the Cleveland Browns, and then within that time frame, you forget how to throw a ball. You forget how to be a quarterback. It doesn't work like that. You need a line. You need an offensive line. So hopefully they've gotten their act together when it comes to that, or will try to get their act together when it comes to that. I don't remember the Cleveland Browns being good since Bernie Kosar. So hopefully they can put something around him that'll help him thrive and help that team, and therefore that team can thrive. Because in my opinion, he's going to be the starter eventually. Probably late to mid-season, mid to late, he'll be the starter. So can't wait to see how this all turns out for him. Wishing him the best, even though I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan, world champions. But wishing him the best. And let me know in the comment section below, do y'all feel that this was a travesty of how he got played, or was it the way it was supposed to be? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Definitely appreciate all the love and support. That's all we got for now. We're on to the next one.